So yesterday, what did we look at? Remember yesterday? Yesterday we did a question. And in that question, we looked at material variances. And material, we looked at the price. We looked at the usage. And the usage, we split it into mix and yield. And the yield, we looked at the total. And also looked at the individual. And we showed you how to find the individual, isn't it? Then we came to sales. We looked at the volume variance. And this volume was split into what? Mix and quantity. This was what we looked at, isn't it? Remember very well, eh? Yeah. Now look at the question for today. Calculate the following variances for the quarter just ended, 31st December 2019. Sales volume and sales price. Price and usage variance for each material. Mix and yield variance. Labor rate and efficiency. Variable overhead and expenditure and the efficiency. I was thinking this is a good question for us. I'm really of the view that this is a very nice question because it's got all the variances. So to give us a good review, those who are not around will be able to catch up as well. Not so. Let's go to sales volume and sales price variance. So that's the first variance to look at. Now the details are here. ATM Limited manufactures quite blocks for the industry in Zambia. It operates a standard marginal costing. The following standard cost cut and revenue data for the quarter ended, the 1st December 2019 is here. Okay, variable overhead is there. Fixed overhead is there. Now, what can you see? Already we can see that your standard cost card is not completed. They haven't put the totals, so you need to put in the totals. So the question here is, do you know how to pay a standard cost card? Then from there, you got the actuals now. Production, sales, materials, direct labor, variable overhead and fixed overhead. So it's a very nice question. Now, if you look at this information, for you to proceed, we need a standard cost card. So let us prepare a standard cost card here. Standard cost card, let's prepare it. Let's go. Standard cost card. Who remembers how to play a standard cost card? Robert? Robert? Do you remember? Material. How much materials do we, what materials do we have? Q. Material P and material Q. Then we've got labor. Then we've got variable overhead. We've got fixed overhead. Then you've got total. Total cost. Total cost, you've got the selling price. Got the profit. Sorry for that. Gregor, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Oh, sorry for that. So what's the total here? So that's our total 15. Selling price 18. 18. The contribution per unit, that minus that one. So that is what we have here. So this was needed. Now some of you may say, where was it needed? Let's see where it was needed. Our first variance was the sales price. Who remembers the formula? Sales price variance. Do you remember that formula?
Yes, we do.
Okay. What was the actual? 17. Have you seen here? The actual 17. And that was the actual, and the 58,000 units. So you come here, you say, this is 17 minus what? 18. And then you multiply this by 58,000. The answer is what? Minus. Robert, are you there? Robert, are you there? What of sales volume? Sales volume. Actual volume less budgeted volume multiplied by the contribution people. Multiplied by the budget what? Contribution. Okay. What was the budget? Budget said was 62.5. So go 58,000 minus 62.5 multiplied by 3. Are we happy with that one? Are we happy with that one? That's a sales volume value. Okay. So the question was sales volume and sales price. Next, price and usage variance for each material. For each material. Material price variance. Robert, what's the material price variance? So because I've got two materials, we're going to say material P and material Q. Okay. Standard price, you put it there. Actual price, you put it there. And actual quantity, you put it there. So let's go. What's the standard price? 2.6 and 2.5. And 2.5. What was the actual price? Let's check the actual price. The actual price. This is the 360 divided by 150. 360 divided by 150. So you come here. So equals 360 divided by 150. What was that one? 327 divided by 109. 327 divided by 109. The quantities are here 150 and 109. 150 and 109. And 109. So you go that minus that, multiply by that. Okay, so we are done, people, with our this variance here. Are we happy with our material price variance? Are we happy with the material price variance?
Yes.
Everybody, are we happy with the material price variance? We want to make sure that everybody is happy with these variances. So when they come in the exam, we want everybody to do well. We don't want everybody to do well when these come in the exam. We don't want anyone to be lost, no. Okay. Let's go to the usage. Material usage variance is there. We have two materials this time around. It's P and 1 and Q. What was the actual usage of material? The actual usage was here. Oh, what we called the actual quantity. Okay. Standard prices, the standard prices are here. That's the standard price there. That's the standard price here. So these are the standard prices. Standard usage. How do you come up with standard usage, people? We look at how much was produced. So how much was produced? How much was produced? 60,000 units were produced, not sold. 60,000 units were produced. So come here, you say, okay, 60,000 units was produced. So say 60,000 units was produced. How much of P do they need? The quantity of P. How much do they need? You go here, 3 kgs. So times 3. What was here? 60,000 was produced. How much is, you come here, multiply by that. Here we are. Standard usage, actual usage. So let's call this actual usage. I'll call this as well actual usage, so that we are consistent. So my standard usage minus actual usage double standard price. What are the mix variance? Standard mix and actual mix. So where's our standard mix? Actual mix. So the actual mix, we pick what we have here. That's your actual. That's the actual. And then okay. And this is our mix variance. Okay. That's all right, people. What's the standard
Let me take you back. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
I'm lost on the material usage.
Go back
the
to
variance for.
Let's go to material usage. Let's start with the formula. Are you happy with the formula? Let's stick.
So where I had the question is on P, material P. Is it the adverse variance or favorable?
180 minus 150. That's a good question. That's favorable. 120. So that's favorable. Both of them, all these are favorable. Is that okay? Is that okay now?
Yes, it is, sir.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Okay. What is the standard? The standard is 3 there and 2 there. 3 there and 2 there. Have you all seen the standard? 3 and 2. So that's what we are going to put here. 3 and 2. So come here, you say, okay, material P is 3 out of 1 out of 5. Material Q is 2 out of 1 out of 5. Multiplied by this total here. So you go, you say 3 out of 5 and this is it. 2 out of 5. So I'll split this 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. Let's go now. So we subtract, multiply by 2.6, plus adverse as favorable. Okay. Let's go. Let's check that's okay. C56, C56. Yes. So that is a favorable variance. And that's an adverse variance. And that's a favorable variance. Next one. Let's look at the yield. Actual yield, 60,000. Expected yield. Expected yield. Let's put an expected yield. Cross multiplication. So 2 and 3. These. When you put in 5, what do you get? You get 1. So you say the input is here and the output is there. When you put in 5, you get 1. Now this time around, what did you put in? Let's look at what we put in. 259,000. 259,000. So if you put in 259,000, how much should you get out? Could somebody help me with the answer, please? Could somebody help me with the answer?
51, 8.
51?
800.
51,800. Like that?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Well done. So you come here, you say, this one expected 51,800. So that's a variation there, which is favorable. What's the standard cost? Standard cost per each unit of output. Let me see if you know how to pick them. So you come here. So the standard cost is here. Each unit of output, the standard cost is here. And this is, so it's a standard material cost. And this is the item that is standard material cost. The standard material cost, you add these two. 5 plus 7, so that is 4.8. Have you seen how I found it? This plus that. So each unit that we produce, the material cost, the standard material cost for that unit, standard material cost for that unit is 7.8 plus 5 being 12.8. So here, what you put in is 12.8. And this is a favorable variance. Now, let's check our reconciliation. Has it reconciled? Yes, because that's 105,500 favorable. Okay. So this is a favorable variance. And this gives you favorable variance. There we are. So we've done a good job, people. Our variances are reconciled. Our variances are reconciled. Mix and yield gives us the usage. Are there questions? So you found the there. Price and usage, mix and yield. Mix and yield variances for each material. Ah, have you seen this one, eh? For each material. So if you do it on total like this, you have not answered the question in full. They want per each material. Now yesterday we learned which column is common? This. So this will drop. So you say standard usage minus actual. Page material. So if you don't do it page material, your answer is not correct. Material yield variance, then we must add that this one is per each material. Page material. Per each material. So remember, standard usage. This actual usage must be what? Standard usage, you need to pick it to have it here. 180. The standard usage, you pick it here. Okay. Then here, actual usage, but in standard mix, you pick it from here. That's what you call a standard mix. This one here. Okay. Standard prices, you have the standard prices. It's here. Have you seen that it has balance? This has agreed with that. The material, yield variance page material, we take the standard usage, actual usage, but this actual must be in line with the standard mix. Now we have answered the question. So the exam I want to be this broken down like this. What's the next variance? Labor rate and efficiency. Labor rate and efficiency. Labor is here. Who remembers our labor rate variance? Can somebody please shout out the labor rate variance? Deliberate variance. Want somebody shout out the formula?
Deliberate variance, standard rate minus actual rate, multiplied by actual paid.
Okay. So let's pick these items. What was the standard rate? Standard rate 0.6. This one here. That's the standard rate. What was the actual rate? The actual rate is here. 1094 divided by that. So 90, 400 divided by 108. So you see, when the question is like this, if you round off, you get a small difference. So you leave it as a fraction. What do I mean? What I mean is that to find your actual rate, you're going to say divided by so we're going to leave it as a fraction. You leave it as a fraction here. You leave it as a fraction. Meaning, come here, this term 0.6 minus 90 divided by multiply by so that's the way it will go. Okay. So what is our answer now? Is that what we are getting? Is that what we are getting? Standard hours minus actual. We'll produce how many units? Minus the actual hours multiply by is that okay there? Please, can you check that? Are we happy with the numbers? Are we happy with the numbers?